Today is the last day of school for New York City public school students finally, and while they are celebrating the end of classes and start of summer, many education leaders and parents are looking ahead at how budget cuts announced by Mayor Eric Adams could impact schools in the fall.
Declining enrollment is why many schools will get less money. The teachers union says the cuts will affect important programs and reduce the number of educators. Joining us this morning, the United Federation of Teachers President, Michael Mulgrew. Nice to have you back. Congratulations on the last day of school.
Thank you. And thanks to all the staff and all the school, all the teachers. It was a tough year, but it was a good year. So we want to make sure they all feel welcomed and thanked for what they did.
Okay, so how would you say that the year went? Because, you know, we heard about, kids still struggling this year, the results from COVID, lots of kids still not showing up in class. What can you tell us about that?
It was the toughest year of teaching I've ever been around. And that's basically the sentiment I hear from all of our members. And we hear that across the country also. The damage from COVID is real, and it's going to take a couple of years to get out of it. And it's just going to require, the schools doing much more than they normally would do in terms of social emotional support services, all sorts of small, tutoring, literacy development. It's going to take a little while to dig out of all the damage that has happened, but the teachers are up for it.
So I know that you're concerned about the upcoming school year. You'll be getting, the schools will be getting less money, but it's based on what? Some kind of formulation that's been, years in the making. You get paid per student, and the city lost a lot of kids. I don't know where they went. Over 200,000 kids moved out of the public school system.
Yeah, we lost enrollment, but we had lost approximately, we now have about 920,000 students. The issue we're having is that under the previous administration, there wasn't a strict per pupil funding formula. You have to understand that there's certain set costs that a school has to have. And what's going on right now is that the Department of Ed has gone back to this very strict per pupil funding formula. And that's going to put principals in very, very bad positions in terms of making decisions. Because you need a class. It's not about just if there's 5 students who need a particular type of class, that won't cover the cost of a teacher. So that's why we're really having an argument right now with the Department of Education about how they're doing these cuts.
And Mr. Mulgrew, the Education Department said schools face about a $215 million reduction. Do those numbers sound about right to you?
We think it's higher. The comptroller of New York City testified Friday that he did an audit of it, and he found it to be about $469 million has been cut from schools.
And the mayor will say, don't say it's a cut. These aren't cuts. They're just following the formula that's in place. He said, quote, not one child is going to lose money from the fair student funding. How do you respond to the mayor's categorization?
It's just not correct. Because if you had 100 students in your school last year and you were receiving, say, $50, and this year you have 100 students but you're getting $35, it's a cut. It is what it is. It's just, we should just talk about it and say, all right, we're giving schools less money this year.
Why does
and there's no reason for it, because we have a massive educational surplus.
So let me ask you something. Why does it cost so much per student here compared to every other, school system in the country, California, Chicago, whatever? It's more per student here.
Well, because we have the highest number of students with severe challenges and needs.
More than anywhere else? What do we attract them? I don't understand how that's possible.
It's absolutely true because of just the sheer size of our school system. And I don't know the per pupil allotment for California, for LA and Chicago, but I believe New York is not at the top of the line in terms of student spending. So I don't think that's correct.
It's just, it's frustrating for those of us who don't have kids in public school at this particular point, because we hear about all these kids who graduate every year who can't read or write at grade level. And you say, if we're spending the most, why are we getting the least kind of bang for our buck here?
I was fortunate to go to graduations this Friday. Our schools do phenomenal work, and the children, we have a lot of students graduating. They're all reading and writing. So those myths that we used to hear about a student who couldn't read or write, we do have some students with heavy-duty challenges, and they'll stay in school till almost the age of 21. But overall, what we do here, I'm very proud of what our school system puts out in terms at work, especially over the last couple of years with COVID. Teachers were doing things that nobody ever even imagined.
And speaking specifically about teachers, all the challenges, we know that potentially with some of these reductions, cuts, however you want to phrase it, the potential of being excessed is the word I think that is used, which isn't necessarily being fired, but it means you may lose your position and you could be moved elsewhere. President of the Teachers Union, what are you hearing about that? What's your concern there? How many people could that affect?
Well, we won't know until we see the actual numbers when they do finish the programming. But right now, teachers are receiving notice of possibility of being excessed in September. So we'll see where that goes. There should be, this was something that happened quite a bit before COVID, and it's been a couple of years since it happened at all because COVID basically shut everything down. But what we're seeing right now is about 1,200 of our 1,500 schools are receiving less money. That means teachers will be put into excess. So for us, the issue is, and the principals union is on the same page with us, we want teachers to stay in their building and utilize them to do the work that we have in front of us right now, which is, when we started today, we talked about all the damage from COVID. So we still have a massive amount of work to do, and we want our teachers to be able to stay in the buildings with the children they have their relationships with.
One potential change coming up next year is that there is this planned hybrid model, which may be a little different from years past, where it's sort of like you had to jump into the hybrid model because of some of the things that were happening. But now planning it ahead of time, having it in place for some students if they want it, that seems like having this plan ahead of time and a blueprint of how to do it. Do you see that as being a positive or a benefit looking into the next school year for the kids who may have to utilize that option?
We're looking at it as a positive. I mean, we were using virtual learning for approximately 7 years. We've had a pilot in New York City before COVID. Obviously, what happened in COVID, it ramped everything up. We learned a lot from it. So this small program that the Department of Ed is doing, we're working with them, and we're looking towards really developing it for children who actually would benefit from this type of program. Whether it be partly in person or completely virtual, there were definitely benefits in virtual learning for some students that we found during COVID. Majority of students, it did not suit them well, but there is a small number of students that absolutely benefit from it. And there's a small percentage, actually that's a large number when it comes to New York City just because of our size. So we're looking forward to actually really moving that program and seeing what we can do to offer that to children who we know will be served well in it.
Okay. Quickly, vaccine mandates for teachers, any changes for the upcoming year?
I'm waiting to hear from the Department of Health in New York City. They issued the order, and we're waiting to see if the order will be rescinded. But right now, everybody who works in the schools is vaccinated.
And summer school, who wants to talk about summer school, but it's so important. It starts, what, in a few weeks?
It starts next week, and we have a very large enrollment. So last year we did not have a very large enrollment, but this year we have a very large enrollment. So we're looking forward to that because that's part of that work about helping our students after COVID.
Michael Mulgrew, President of the Teachers Union, thank you for always coming on Good Day New York. We appreciate it.
Thank you, everybody, and have a great summer. Okay, bye-bye.